Welcome to the following presentation of the Dozen Trivia by Barstool Sports.
Is it Crime Dog, Fred McGriff?
Jesus, how in the hell?
The winners of the Dozen Trivia Tournament, the big Screamin Honkers.
The movie's called Get.
And Aliens of the Dozen, season 2. That is correct. 14-13.
Bennings with Chick-fil-A.
Ponies pulling up. Champions of the
All right, it's the Dozen match 401. Match 401. 65 of season 4 of the Dozen. We have a week of 3 matches. We have Macrodosing taking on the big Screamin Honkers. Macrodosing did not play last week, but they're back in the number 12 slot. The Ice Dogs lost last week, so Macrodosing jumps up in a huge opportunity today to kind of distance himself in the playoff hunt against the big Screamin Honkers, the former champs, Bob Fox, former champion of this league back in season 1. 3-4-1, but on a 2-match losing streak. Things have not been so hot lately. Number 12 versus number 11. Tomorrow, or excuse me, on Thursday night, you will see the Frankettes. They make their return, taking on Gen XYZ. And then on Sunday night, it is the Experts against Chicago for the first time this year. So a top Chicago just set the record for most points ever scored in a match. Scored 22 points last week against KFC, Rudy, and Jack McCarthy in just a horrible experience for them, getting 22 dropped on their head. Kevin called before the match. He's like, you're going to score 22. And they did. They scored 22 points. This match brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka, as well as Stella Blue. Stella Blue sponsoring the Double Up Lifeline. Let me start out. I was on Macrodosing the other day. Arian, you weren't on, but we talked about Arian. I think you're the leading candidate for most improved player of the year. You might have some, might add to the trophy case there.
Hey, man, I'll throw him up right here, dog. Right here. I'm going to put it right here.
Put it right there. Get on the jersey bench. Yeah, leading candidate for most improved player of the year.
Now I'm going to play like shit today, bro. What the fuck is wrong with
What was that intro, Jeff? Just, hey, let me start by glazing Macro.
Well, you're next.
I was on there.
I mean, he's,
well,
to be fair,
Arian's the best player I've ever seen.
I mean, they think that, Macrodosing, the theory I went off in the pod is that it's rigged against them, so.
Well, it is
I know,
too.
now you're about to prove him wrong. You're about to be like, I'll give you.
And now he doesn't suck as badly.
That's true, because I'm still kind of ass if we're keeping it a bean, dog.
Big T, you say it's rigged against you. Bob Fox, however, has beaten you to that punch years ago. Bob Fox said, despite winning a title, said it was rigged against the Honkers.
You stacked the deck. Yeah, you stacked the deck.
You got to turn it around, though, Klemmer. I saw you were fired up this morning on Pick Central. I actually might drop the clip in here. You were yelling at another former champion, Smitty, this morning. So you're real worked up. You're ready to go.
Yeah, Smitty was being an idiot. Wouldn't explain himself. And he's just fucking Smitty. Yeah, no, that was like 10 minutes ago. So now I got to come in here and do this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We got to win. I mean, this is like we've lost 2 in a row. I've played terribly. We got to figure this out right now.
Yeah, I mean, Smitty at one point was one of the 3 smartest. That is, but you win this show, you are one of the 3 smartest people in the world. Robbie Fox is one of the 3 smartest people in the world for a year. So is Smitty. Here we go. As always, by the way, vote for the All-Star game, All-Star Week. I don't know when that will be. Heads up, we have a huge Barstool Week next week. People traveling for the Final Four this upcoming weekend. Then we have a lot of stuff. So there's things moving around. And the All-Star Week, we need everyone kind of in one place to do something, or at least not traveling. That will be soon, probably in mid-April. We have some fun stuff planned. Does the most improved person
get an All-Star game?
Say it again.
I said, does the most improved person get an All-Star game?
You might push the family. Maybe I think actually, who's leading on your team? Let's see All-Star votes.
That's the Big T. Of course, it's got to be Big T.
Mad Dog has the most All-Star votes right now.
Oh, word!
Thank you.
How about that? Here we go. 24 questions, 12 rounds of trivia, 25th being the bonus round. Macrodosing on a winning streak, Honkers on a losing streak. Someone's going to have a big one today. Someone's going to get their 4th win. Either going to be 500, Big Screamin Honkers, 4-4-1, or Macrodosing 4-2-0. Also, the Honkers do have, it is worth noting, a massive win under their belt. The win against Uptown Ball is huge for the resume, as they won again last week. Bounced back from their loss to ZD. Written bonus round tonight. The Showdown bonus round presented by New Amsterdam Vodka. You also have 3 lifelines. You have your double up. You can make any category worth 2 points presented by Stella Blue. You also have your Call a Friend and your double sip presented by New Amsterdam Vodka, where you can answer a question 2 times. You can use a double sip and a Call a Friend on the same question. Don't forget that. But you can't use those on anything worth 2 points. Here we go. First category is Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball. This is for macrodosing. 35 seconds. Beginning in Minnesota from 2005 through 2012, this Dominican starting pitcher totaled 112 wins, was a one-time All-Star, and had a 10-win year, and had 10-plus win years in Pittsburgh.
No idea.
I couldn't name you a person in baseball right now.
Dominican starting pitcher.
Who was good in Pittsburgh?
Dominican Juan.
10 seconds.
Who's the guy?
5.
Irvin Santana. Final answer.
It is not Big Irv. Sorry about that noise. Other side.
Francisco Liriano, Robbie.
There we go. Final answer.
That is correct. 1-0 early.
I know who it is.
Nice
didn't
job,
know
Klemmer.
that was him.
Other side to make it 2-0. Beginning in Florida from 2006 through 2012, this Venezuelan starting pitcher was never an All-Star, but totaled 116 wins and had 10-plus win years in Detroit. This is for the Honkers, make it 2-0 early.
I can't think of his name right now. Let me think.
Search the almanac.
Trying. He threw a no-hitter. I know it. Anibal Sanchez. Jesus Christ.
Anibal Sanchez. There he is. Klemmer saw it like Cerebro. Final answer.
Yeah.
That is correct. 2-0.
Don't get old. That's my advice. Because you start losing things. Like you remember new things and the old things just fade away. It's awful.
Mashup. Anyone want a double mashup? Next category.
Yes.
Doubled up for the Honkers. They're 9-0 this year. Macrodosing also very good, 5-1 this year. This is for 1 point for Macrodosing. And the 2 celebrities matched up in this photo.
I know the outside.
It's Austin Butler and oh God,
I've seen her.
I want to say Annette Bening, but Gia scares me.
She was the wife on Coneheads, I think. Maybe, or maybe I'm fucking up.
I want to say Austin Butler and Annette Bening.
Are you confident in the inside?
Yeah.
All right. Final answer.
That is correct. Great pull. 2-1.
Great
on the board.
Soprano star.
You're thinking of Jane Curtin, I believe.
Right.
Oh shit.
Though honestly,
that looks like her though.
not a horrible. It's actually not a horrible guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane Curtin has never been a celebrity mashup. Other side to make it 3-1. Keep in mind, Macrodosing, you still have your double though. This is for the Honkers. Name the 2 celebrities.
Bradley Cooper, Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
Final answer.
That is correct. 3-1.
job, guys.
Honkers double is successful.
That's a pretty good fat face mashup too.
That looks like a
one
real
was scary
person.
real.
Yeah.
She
Looks kinda like
played
Michael Douglas in Wall Street.
someone in a movie. What was it Albert Nobbs? Is that what the name of the movie was?
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
That's just what that's just anytime she's in a mashup, that's just what it looks like.
I also-
NFL next category.
Both
NFL
of them are like older leading women and then just like the hottest men in Hollywood.
3-1. Macrodosing, you still have your double. Still have
Turn
your
my
double.
light on. Went off.
Here we go. This is for Macrodosing. The NFL is the next category. NFL. Between his stint with the Broncos and Bears, Brendan Marshall played for this AFC team from 2010 through 2011.
Arian.
Calm down, bro. Hold on, man. Read it slowly. Calm this shit.
Is it the Jets?
10 or 11. Oh, Miami? He played with Miami too.
Fuck.
Do you want a double dip?
10 seconds. You have the double sip if you want it.
Double sip?
I don't. Now that you said that, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Double sip. Double sip.
3.
All right, double dip.
Double sip presented by New Amsterdam Vodka. First guess.
Dolphins.
That is correct. 3-2.
All right,
Good job, Arian.
Thank you.
Hit a Pro Bowl over there, I believe. That is correct. Other side to make it 4-2.
There's like ants everywhere.
Between his stint with the Rams and Cardinals, Kurt Warner played for his NFC team for 1 year in 2004.
New York Giants.
Boom, New York Giants.
Giants.
Final answer.
That is correct. 4-2.
All hail the New York
Nice,
Giants.
Klemmer.
One lifeline off the board for each, though much different lifelines. Double up off the board for the Honkers. Double sip off the board presented by New Hampshire Vodka for macrodosing. Here we go. Next category is music. 5-5, knotted up. Both teams have a steal. Both teams get their double. Perfectly even right now. Honkers, little advantage. They have their double sip and their call a friend. Macrodosing, you have your call a friend. College basketball, next category. This is for macrodosing. This 9 seed made a 2010s Final Four with players such as Cleanthony Early and Tequil Cotton on the team.
Cleanthony Early. Oh, where did he go?
Cleanthony.
Those are fun names.
Fuck.
That shit trash.
I know that name.
I can go get Mark.
Cleanthony.
I want to say. I don't want to say the. Oh fuck! I have a.
The internal debate right now, unbelievable.
Or I can go get
It's like
Mark.
Bruce Banner.
I think I might know it, but if I. Fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Call a friend. Call a friend.
Okay, call a friend. Call a friend. Bob Fox was up in his chair. He's like, Robbie was like that meme where the guy sits up with his controller.
I thought he was going to let time expire. I thought he was going to pull an Andy Reid.
Me too.
Is it Syracuse?
Who is it? What's the question?
Cleanthony Early. Where did Cleanthony Early go?
That's Wichita State.
Oh, that's correct. Wichita State. Final answer.
That is correct. Were you going to say Syracuse?
Mark.
Thank you.
What were you going to guess?
Syracuse.
Pretty good phone a friend then. 6-5. Have not missed since the first round.
I was at that
make
Final
it 6-6.
Four too. I should have really.
Cannot call Titus now, Honkers, if you need to call a friend. Keep that in mind. This 8 seed made a 2010s Final Four with players such as Matt Howard and Ronald Norred on the team.
I think we maybe call Dana.
Okay.
I have no idea. So
Is he in the office?
Dana, I checked in with him before he was getting lunch, but he said if we call him, he'll answer.
All right, cool. Let's
We either have that or
Dana.
Rico.
This is Dana's first ever call a friend, I believe.
So I'm going to go with Dana then.
First, after seeing him name every player on the NBA roster,
that was unbelievable. If you have not seen the video of Dana naming every player on a current NBA roster off the top of his head, it is a must watch. It is pretty unbelievable.
Like every player on every team?
Yes.
Every player on every team.
On every team.
How many people is that?
Like 500.
All right, I'm calling Dana right now.
It's
fucking
lunacy.
What the fuck?
I didn't realize Dana was into basketball that much.
Mans don't got no hobbies. Like, I mean, that's his hobby.
His other hobby is
Better
like
pick
drinking beer.
I swear to God, if he doesn't pick up, I'm benching his ass. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Bills!
I told you I don't. Oh, I do know this. That's Butler. Yeah,
Butler.
He was tall, number 54. He had long hair, long sleeves.
Wait, Dana, don't go anywhere. Dana, stay right there. Is that your? But well, after the question, we got to talk to you for a second.
This 8 seed made 2010's Final Four with players such as Matt. Yeah,
Butler final answer.
Butler is our final answer.
Dana, Arian just found out that you named all those NBA players, and he asked you if you have any hobbies.
No, I'm autistic.
Like for real?
No, I wake up and I read box scores, and then when I'm commuting in, I watch NBA highlights every morning.
I feel you, man. So
yeah, I'm weird.
Yeah.
All right, Coach.
Dana, you got it right? You're starting tonight.
Oh, let's go.
Dana,
Huh?
who's going to bench him? Dana and the Booze Ponies will be back next week. They're going to it's going to be Dana versus Marty, friend versus friend for the first time. The Booze Ponies taking on the Ice Dogs. Here we go. Next category. Next category is movies. This is for macrodosing. Colin Firth won Best Actor for this 2010 historical biopic that also won the Oscar for Best Picture. 35 seconds.
The King's Speech. That is it, right?
The King's Speech.
King's Speech. Final answer.
7-6 to make it 7-7 going into the bonus.
Movie. I know, finally.
Jean Dujardin won Best Actor for this 2011 black and white dramedy that also won Oscar Best Picture.
The Artist. Final answer.
Final? Okay. That is correct. Jean Dujardin. Finally, a question on a dozen.
I've been waiting anxiously.
He was then in a dreadful movie from George Clooney, Monuments Men, I believe.
Oh, a horrible movie. It is so bad. And then what is he doing now? Like I haven't seen.
I was just gonna say I haven't heard his name.
Yeah, he was in a I believe I will bleep this if I'm wrong. I believe he was in a Roman Polanski movie recently.
Oh boy.
It's not a little frowned upon. Here we go. Showdown bonus round.
One of your favorites, right?
Great match. We've had some blowouts lately. We got 7-7. Someone will be up 9-7 going into the next half of the match.
Time to make the donuts.
All right, Showdown bonus round presented by New Amsterdam Vodka, 7-7. Closest guess battle. Big T will throw someone out there. Honkers, you'll counter. They're going to have a one-on-one closest guess question. Whoever's closest, higher or lower, doesn't matter. No Price is Right rules. Gets a point. First team to 3 points wins the bonus round. If you get the answer dead on, 2 points. The Frankie Borelli rule. The Eddie rule. One or the other. Actually saw someone when I was at the UConn San Diego State game last week in Boston. Someone was doing their daily dozen on their phone. They were doing this. He goes, look, I'm doing the Eddie. I was like, that's great. Coin.
Nice.
Here we go. Who do you want Big T to go first?
Big T.
Big T wants Big T. Robbie, who do you want?
I think we'll go Klemmer. I think they might be able to match up on sports.
Okay. Here we go. How many unique quarterbacks started an NFL regular season game for the Raiders since the year 2000? How many unique quarterbacks have started for the Raiders since the year 2000?
What does unique quarterbacks mean?
Different people.
Yeah.
Well, what would be wrong with just saying how many quarterbacks?
You could, in a sense, if somebody alternated back and forth, there's just unique just makes it very simplified across the board.
Not me.
Like if I were to ask, for example, like who won MVP last 20 years, you'd only guess, I'd say unique. You only guess Brady like one time or Peyton one time. Pens down in 5, 4, 3, 2. Big T reveal first. 1.
13.
13. Klemmer reveal.
26.
26. The correct answer is 23. It is 1-0 Honkers.
That's insane.
Nice, Klemmer.
Big T, who do you want to have go next?
Arian.
Arian against who, Robbie Fox?
I'll go. I feel like we got to save the friend versus friend mashup.
That's a good. Bob Fox knows content, folks.
Solid.
Yeah, you got to do that.
What is the current age of Judge Judy?
Arian, I feel like would actually know this.
Judge Judy's current age.
You know me well.
I do.
Robbie, if you get it dead on, you guys win the bonus round. Obviously, if you get it dead on, Arian, it's 2-1. But just feel like there's potential here because she's likely under the age of 120. Not to give away too much of a hint.
Arian might be like, oh yeah, I was like actually talking about this earlier.
I slid into her DMs.
Yeah.
Arian does love older women, but this is also the whitest cultural thing.
I know Judge Judy.
Arian, reveal your answer. 64, Robbie Fox.
76.
She that old?
Correct answer is 81.
What 81. The fuck?
Yeah.
And she looks great for 81 too. Shout out Judy.
Damn.
You're still sliding those DMs, Arian?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That doesn't hold you back.
Need that, dog.
81. Here we go.
Damn, I fucked that up.
Mad Dog, friend versus friend. Here's your question.
Okay?
I just
the year Panda Express was founded.
Klemmer loves Panda Express.
I always get years.
No.
Another 2-point potential here because it is a very gettable one. So you could tie it up, Macrodosing, if you get it dead on.
We both had it for lunch last week, though, Robbie.
Oh, so good. Well, you inspired me. I smelled it across.
Should have looked at the established on the cup.
It was a magical lunch.
Pens down in 5, 4. Mad Dog, you'll be first. 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
1992.
Oh my God! I said 1991.
1991. The correct answer is 1983. That's a honker sweep. It's 9-7.
Here we go. Good job, Gia.
Our brains are the same.
Like we haven't won a bonus.
Only the second bonus round loss for Macrodosing this year. Only the third win for the Honkers this year. That's big. 9-7. Here we go. Brand logos is the next category. Brand logos. You're going to see 3 brand logos. They're blank. You're going to sort them alphabetically. You're going to sort them alphabetically. This is for macrodosing. Sort these 3 brand logos alphabetically. You have no lifelines remaining. Keep that in mind.
Okay, so that's John Deere, Dannon.
Skype.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Skype?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so BAC.
Dannon. Yeah, BAC.
You're sure that's Skype, Arian?
No, but it looks like Skype.
I also don't have any other guess.
It's the right color. I have no idea what it would be otherwise.
Yeah, let's do BAC then.
It's a beautiful blue circle, though. I fuck with it.
All right, Jeff. BAC, final answer.
That is the correct order and all the correct logos. That is correct.
Jeff and Arian kind of look like they're in the same room.
Yeah, they do.
We work out of the same
Just
studio.
like different sides of the same room, you know?
No, man.
They're in the Barstool Arizona office.
Yeah.
Here we go. Next category is, or the next question is brand logo. Same thing. Here we go. It is 9-8 to make it 10-8.
All right.
Expedia, Land Rover.
Land Rover?
Yeah.
Yep. What's that first one?
It's a bear. I see a bear in the mountain. You guys see that bear?
Catch that.
Is that like...
Should this be a place we use our double dip here?
Yeah.
A, B, C,
We've
D,
revealed 2 of them
So,
already.
all right, so here's what we know. We know Expedia E, Land Rover L. So I'm guessing A would be last
BC,
on the number of letters in the alphabet.
I think we should go.
We're gonna double sip, Jeff.
Yep.
Double sip presented by New Amsterdam Vodka. What's your first guess?
BCA, correct, team?
Yeah.
Yes.
BCA, final answer.
That is correct. Expedia, Land Rover, and Toblerone. the chocolate company.
Oh.
I didn't know their mascot was a
logo.
bear.
It's a horrible logo.
The king of the duty-free shop, Toblerone. 10-8.
Bear in a mountain? What is it?
I thought it was like a insurance company.
Yeah,
Next category is television. Television. This is for macrodosing. What actress has the following TV filmography? Suits, Grey's Anatomy, Firefly Lane. This is for macrodosing.
You seem like you've watched those shows.
Okay, way to stereotype. I've only seen Grey's. I
mean, you do look like you watch some shows, though. Keep it a bean.
I didn't watch Suits.
All right, we'll name actresses in Grey's Anatomy.
Sandra Oh.
She's not in Suits.
I don't even know. It might be Katherine Heigl. I don't know.
5.
I think
4,
my only guess I have is Katherine
3.
Heigl.
Final answer.
Big Mad Dog game. That is correct.
There we
10
go.
to 9.
There we go.
God.
Good poll,
big.
Alan.
Big poll. To make it 11-9.
When was
We
she
gained a
in
2-point
Suits?
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew it was Katherine Heigl, but I didn't know she was in Suits.
lead. Towards the end. I was say when Suits got really bad, but like I like Suits, but I'm not going to pretend.
That's
Suits
what was
never
throwing me off
bad.
because Firefly Lane, I kind of remember. My mom watched it, and I remember her being in it.
She
Make
was
it
in a movie
11-9.
that made like $12 once.
What actress has the following TV filmography? 8 Simple
Katie
Rules,
Seagal.
Sons of Anarchy, and The Connors.
It's Katie
is it?
Seagal.
Katie Seagal, final answer.
Damn, okay.
That is correct. 11-9.
Who's that?
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, Meg Bundy on Married with Children.
Yep. Legend. Also,
You never saw Married with Children ever? That's crazy.
No.
That's
I
before
never
they
watched
tied-
Is that what
before they
Ed
tied.
O'Neill was in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
His
Al
wife on
Bundy.
that show was Katie Seagal, who is
No
in those
idea
shows.
who Ed is. Either.
Next category.
He's the
No, I
dad
don't-
from Modern
Dad
Family.
of Modern Family.
Oh, okay.
The next category is golf. No team.
Arian.
I don't know if you
I
guys
need
know that
this.
you're playing against the guy who started foreplay here.
That's true. That's true. That's true. 11-9, 2-point lead. Golf. This is for macrodosing. Sort these master winners oldest to most recent. Oldest to most recent. If they've won multiple, we're talking about their first win. Sort these Masters winners oldest to most recent.
Okay,
Wait,
so
are you talking about the years they won or the years they were when they did win?
The years they won. That's a good question. The years they won.
okay, so
Sergio Garcia was pretty recent. That was like 19, right?
Wait, he won that.
No,
recently?
Tiger won it. No,
Tiger won in 19.
Sergio won it. It was like early 2000s. So I'm gonna go oldest to youngest. So Sergio, Adam Scott, then Jordan Spieth.
Wait,
pretty
I feel like Sergio Garcia would be the oldest.
Well, no, he
didn't win until recently.
Sergio Garcia, you're bugging. What are you talking about? Tiger won in 2019. When did he win?
It was like 18 or 17.
Oh, hell no. Sergio?
I'm pretty sure. I'm going to let you answer this, but I'm pretty sure.
You might be right because that's
also Arian. This is before your golf.
It's true.
10 seconds.
Okay, so I would go Adam Scott, Jordan Spieth. Did Spieth win before that?
4, 3.
Spieth won after Adam Scott.
2.
Adam Scott, Jordan Spieth, Sergio Garcia. Final answer.
10 to 11.
Oh my God, good job.
Sergio Garcia did win in 2017. It was the year that I went. It was the only golf course I've ever been on, actually.
Oh my God, good job.
Yeah, no, I knew Sergio was not.
I just figured because he's the oldest.
Yeah, no, it was a big story that he had never won.
Me and Trent saw him at a Publix right before he won.
I believe. I might be wrong in my golf history.
I love Publix.
Good call.
I think he beat Scott in a playoff. I don't know.
Good job, Big T. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
Make it 12-11. I'm to 12 to 10 to make it 12 to 10. Zach Johnson, Charles Schwartzel. Angel Cabrera, Zach Johnson, Charles Schwartzel.
What do we think?
Schwartzel sounds like a nice old ass name. We could go him first.
I'd say Schwartzel. Angel.
Zach Johnson, I don't think was that recent. Trent would have been bragging about it. Iowa guy. So we'll go him next.
And then Angel.
Angel Cabrera, most recent.
So Schwartzel, Johnson, Cabrera.
Reverse order.
Sure. I have no idea.
Reverse order a shot, Jeff. Final answer.
Other side for the tie.
Arian. Johnson.
Angel Cabrera won pretty soon after he won the U.S. Open against Tiger in 2007. So I would say like 9, 10, 11-ish, somewhere like that.
Oh, see, I think Zach Johnson was like 08 or 09.
That could be the case. So oldest to most recent, let's go Zach Johnson, Angel Cabrera, and Charles Schwartzel.
Okay. Zach Johnson, Angel Cabrera, Charles Schwartzel. Final answer.
Not an up 11
That's
apiece.
fucking
Great
big.
match. Great match. Next
I appreciate you putting golf
is,
in there. I was wondering another sport was going to get it.
I appreciate that too, Jeff.
Next category is niche category time. Music. 2 music questions today. One Direction for Macrodosing. All-time low for the Honkers. You both get it? It's 13-13. Here we go.
Now, when Jeff asked us, I wasn't really paying attention if we wanted this, and you just said, yeah, I did not factor in that we're playing Gia. So, like,
I did. I actually texted. So
He texted me.
You want to know how respectful I am as knowing you as a fan, as a fellow sports fan. The Tennessee game was on, and I texted Mad Dog on the side. I said, I don't want to bother Big T during Tennessee right now, or Arian for that matter. Sorry to the Vols. I said, do you want to do this against Gia? And she said, yes. So there's confidence there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was confidence there. Here we go. Other side. This reminds me when the Booze Ponies played ZD last year in the tournament, and they didn't tell. They kept telling Dave, Eddie, and Clem. They're like, yeah, our niche is Rocky, and they didn't realize they were playing them.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go. To make it 13-11 temporarily. 2013 One Direction song title. You can hear it up to 4 times. Keep that in mind.
Got it.
You don't even know me, but I can feel you crying.
Diana.
Such a big
Diana.
Final answer.
13-11, all-time low to tie it up.
Oh, y'all got the same niche.
2007.
We don't have the same niche. Gia and I just both like One Direction.
That's the niche.
Bob Fox. Obviously his
We're
niche.
the same person, basically.
I'll take you out to run, hardly waste your time.
6 feet under the stars. Final answer.
Confident head nod from Bob Fox. It's 13 all. Great match. Next category is snacks and candy.
Okay.
Snacks and candy. Here we go. This is 4 macros. Make it 14-13. Among the standard Chips Ahoy varieties, what Chips Ahoy variety comes in the brown packaging?
Double chocolate or... Okay. Arian, do you have any guess?
No, I don't. I'm not a cookie guy.
Double chocolate or what?
Or chunky?
I like chunky.
Sounds good to me.
But hold on. Because I said red was chewy, right?
5.
You did say that.
4, 3,
chocolate chunk.
2.
Chunky.
Final
chocolate
answer.
chunk.
That is correct. 14.
Oh, let's go.
What a match.
Oh, with the clutch.
Technically, by the way, Your best category this year. You're 4-0 in that category.
I'm good at
Here we
Smash
go.
Candy.
Other side to make it 14-14. Among the standard Skittles flavor varieties, what popular Skittles variety comes in purple or magenta packaging, depending on if you're color.
So blue is tropical, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say purple is like a very berry.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Something to do with berry. I don't know what the exact name is, but
I think it might be very berry, but that might just be because like that's it rhymes.
No, that works. I feel like that makes sense too. Very berry. Maybe berry. Berry.
No, berry would be enough to get us the. If we just say berry, if that's enough, I don't know.
Let's give very a shot.
Very berry.
All right, very berry. Jeff, final answer.
I think it's wild berry.
I thought it was very berry.
I think it might be wild berry.
It is a berry.
I know it is. I think it's wild berry.
Wild berry. Final answer.
That is correct. 13. Huge steal.
Wow. All right, everybody, lock in. We've been in this position before. Lock in.
Why would you remind us?
I don't know what manufacturer makes Skittles, but let it be known I will never buy wild berry Skittles. Not even if I'm starving.
Product?
Fuck them, whoever it is.
Here we go. This is for Macrodosing to win the match. This is technically a geography adjacent category, but I'm calling it the United States. The United States.
We've been here before.
It's a bit different. You get this, you win the match. You miss it, they have a chance to send it to OT if they get it. Here we go. What state has a city of Grand Junction, population 60?
Colorado, final answer.
John Hickenlooper. What?
Colorado, final answer.
That is the win, 16-13. They're on a roll. 4 matches in a row they've won. Definitely going to separate themselves from the team below.
Congratulations to the Honkers for moving up in the standings after losing to Macrodosing. That is a prerequisite. You do get to move up several spots.
Other side, what state? The fans are going to love that. Fans will love that for the vote. What state has the city of St. Cloud, Senator Amy Klobuchar, and Land O'Lakes headquarters?
Minnesota, Jeff, final answer.
That is correct. 16-14 final score.
16.
30. All 30 points were scored in that match.
Wow.
Both teams played great.
Golf and very berry.
A little better.
And the
very
tough. That was tough.
Golf. I mean, what are we doing? I guess that's what we're doing. I guess.
I mean, to be fair, I've been answering baseball questions the whole time. I don't know fucking shit about baseball.
I don't know shit about college basketball either, though. So
I feel you, Kev. Hey, man, how was you was in prison, bro? How was that shit?
Better than this.
Klemmer,
your mentals is straight though, dog.
I don't know. I thought it was, and then I played this game. I don't know. I don't know. This isn't like we're not working right now. Like we're 3 in a row. I don't know if we got to talk about making some moves in the offseason or something, or trading my ass or something. I don't know. But like
14 points. How many teams are scoring 14 regularly?
That's true. When you wait, I said it last week. And Klemmer's not going to want to hear this. Maybe cover your ears, but. When you score if you score anywhere between 14 and 15 points and you lose, there's just really nothing you can. I mean, it just is what it is.
We balled. It is what he balled.
Are we ever going to get history back as a topic, Jeff? Or is that literally history? Are we going to get history back as a topic ever again? We had that last year. I feel like that's
good. I mean, it very well might happen.
Golf's helpful. You know,
this fell. United States fell right in that realm.
I do know golf a little bit.
That's it. Macrodosing, big win, 4-2-0.
So we're probably gonna stay at 12, right?
No, we'll drop.
You may jump now. We'll see.
As long as we can, just start to climb a little bit before the playoffs and shit. You know what I mean?
That's gonna hurt for the most part. Any team that doesn't have at least 3 wins right now.
That win's gonna hurt us.
No.
Do we it will. It will. You know it will.
Yeah, you guys have 3 wins. And you have an OT loss as well.
Yeah, we got
probably
3
be
wins.
above it. Yeah, y'all
got
be
3
above
wins. Like 3 and
Macrodosing, 16-14 victory. 2 more matches this week. Thursday night, Frankettes taking on XYZ. Very big. It's a classic battle. XYZ upset the Frankettes back in
this is y'all thing.
First tournament.
You can get in there.
Arian, come on, join us.
I thought we were showing love. I'll show some love.
And then Sunday night, you can see the experts take on Chicago for the first time this year. The classic Brandon Walker versus White Sox Dave battle. and they're playing well. The White Sox Dave is really hitting his White Sox Dave element right now in the dozen. That's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Amsterdam Vodka. Thank you to Stella Blue. We'll talk to you next week.